Yo guys, before we get in this episode, I just want to let you know that this was shot 3 weeks ago. I was in America for some time, but we will be back with our regular episodes next week with the whole crew. Having said that, today's episode with Dishaan is an absolute banger. I've been excited about this for so long. Dishaan is one of the most talented musicians I've come across. His new EP, Bad Timing, is out now. And I have a single with him called Cheaper by the Dozen that is also streaming everywhere you listen to music. So we're going to put all the links in the description. If you enjoyed the episode and you feel like you want to support us, please click on them, check it out, and yeah, sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy this episode. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Having Said That show. I'm your co-host Adi alongside Jay.
What's up, guys?
I am super excited about today's episode because it's the first time that we've ever had a musician besides myself on this podcast. Every week I get a message from one of my friends being like, yo, I have a new single coming out. Can I come promote it on the pod? And I said, no, unless you have an album, you're not coming on. So today we have Dishaan here to talk to us about Bad Timing.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you for having me, man. This is the first time I've done this. Like, I've never been on any... I've never spoken online before.
It must be weird for you to be like a singer and then have to like promote yourself by talking, because some people are like introverted and shy. Would you say you're like an introverted person?
Yeah,
you don't like talking too much?
No.
But how does it feel to like
Thanks for coming on the pod, bro.
but how does it feel to like put your emotions down in a song for everyone to hear, yet you're still super introverted? Does it just flow with music? Is it easier for you to communicate that way?
I guess no one else is around when I'm doing that, so you know, it's easier to get it out there.
No one else is around usually, but for the last 4 months, I've been around quite a bit.
Yes.
And I kind of want to talk about how Dishaan and I met. So if you guys remember, the first guest we ever had on the show was Vedu.
Yeah, shout out
He's the
Vedu.
first.
He was the first we ever had.
Well, that's sick.
And Sean and Vedu are friends from like back in the day.
From like 12th grade, yeah.
And roommates as well. So I remember Vedu told me, yo, my roommate's studying at Berkeley. You guys should connect and like, you know, get together, do music. And I met Dishaan like once last year. We kind of worked, kind of didn't. We were just like, whatever. That's how most musicians work usually. It's just like you meet for a session, you like, yeah, that'll sound great, and then you never talk again. And it wasn't until like 3 months ago that I went for a gig to Antisocial alone. And he went for the same gig alone.
Wow, really? Damn.
Literally. And
it's kind of cute, man. Like, you know, like you guys locked eyes in the corner.
Like, no one else is here.
He's called Antisocial, by the way.
Yeah, oh shit. Yeah. That was cool. And then from then on, he called me for a session the next week. And then we just started working almost every day.
Yeah.
And excited to announce that if you guys are watching this, then a single called Cheaper by the Dozen is already out.
Yeah.
Your EP is out next week, and we're working on a collab album that's coming out in October.
Man, that's crazy. You guys have been putting in work, man. Like it's been a long while now.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been like 6 months now.
But okay, I said all that just to kind of give them an intro into who you are. But the most exciting or the most interesting thing that I kind of wanted to touch on today was your experience at college. Because Jay, you and I are in this unique position of not doing something that's in the norm.
Yeah.
And we know we have a lot of like young 18 to 22-year-olds who are probably in college or on their way this September.
Yeah,
so
it's about that time now. Yeah.
What was your experience like in college?
It was great. For the most part, it was great. I would say if like I'm recommending this to other people, if they can afford to go to like a college dedicated for music, they should do it if they can. Like there's nothing like it. But I feel like it's better for people who are, I don't know, like how he said, like I'm introverted and stuff like that. It's not, I didn't make the most of it in terms of that because like you can actually learn all the things that you learn in college anyway.
Sure.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sure, they make it a lot easier and they make it like organized.
Yeah.
And maybe on the internet, if you just go on YouTube and try to learn like music theory, there's so much stuff out there. You wouldn't know where to begin and how to just progress.
Yeah.
But other than that, the main thing is just the community, you know what I mean? And I met so many amazing people and I just wish I was like more willing to put myself out there back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all like-minded individuals, right?
Exactly.
It's a music school. So you're literally surrounded by musicians all day,
so
right?
You should make more use of that. So if you're that type of person, or even if you're not, and you know that I'm going to go there and meet as many people as possible and try to do stuff with as many people as possible. If you know that you're that person, then definitely do it. I would say.
Well, I would say that advice translates even if you don't end up going to college or you don't do that. Just having that attitude of like collabing with people and meeting people who are interested in the same field that you are.
Yeah,
I think would be successful. Would be a successful recipe. Whether you're in or out of college, right?
Yeah.
So, dude, you know, I wanted to go to Berkeley, right? Like that was my top priority, and I didn't get in. But I remember going to visit the campus. It was like a Friday night, 9 p.m. I walked into like your main building, and it's just like 50 people in that room on their laptops making music. And I didn't get that environment like where I went, bro. Like the people weren't as driven.
Yeah.
And that's like the main thing I feel like I missed out on. I was like, fuck, I wish, because I am that extroverted guy where I would go and talk to all these guys.
Berkeley diss track dropping. No, but it's just one of those things. I feel like in college, you kind of, even if you go for something that you're not necessarily interested in, it is the people who shape you.
Yeah, more than just the stuff they teach you, which is important. I'm not saying that's like...
Yeah, education is important, guys.
Wait, what did you study at Berkeley?
I majored in electronic production and sound design, EPD.
Okay.
But they make you do a bunch of like just basics of music that everyone has to do. So that actually helped me a lot just to understand, because I would play some instruments and stuff, but not know what's going on or like how to get stuff to sound a certain way, or why I like a certain sound or stuff like that. Especially with,
I've been listening to your music a lot, and it's great, by the way. I can't kind of put my finger on your style. Like you seem to like have one singular style, but you switch it up in ways on every single song. So like, what is your inspiration for that? Do you have someone in particular that you kind of look up to, or is it just a blend of sound?
It probably
I'm getting a lot of people, you know?
Probably is a blend, you know. I think some people do it the other way, where they don't listen to a lot of other music and then they'll make music. They don't want to be influenced by other stuff. Like I think Jay-Z said this, like where he doesn't listen to music, and if something reaches
when he's working on an album.
And if something reaches him, it really has to be something special. That's how it even got to his ears in the first place. I'm the opposite of that. You know, I listen to everything as much as I possibly can, and then something unique comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can't control
the game, you know?
You can't control what part of what influence gets like,
sure.
added into your thing. So it's just a mix of whatever I keep listening to.
So I know you were there for 2 years studying, and then you had to come back. And you finished the rest of it online.
They let me transfer my credits, and even the online stuff was pretty good. Like,
really?
Yeah, it was pretty good, because I was that guy who was like in class
anyway, it's online, you know.
This is the same.
You know what? I was actually pretty introverted when I went to college as well. Super introverted, to the point where I would say about 95% of my friends and friendships and people that I knew were at the gym. Like, so when I was in class, I would just not kind of talk to anyone. I'd sit on my own. I'd start stretching. When we wound down, I'd do like some stretches, and then I'd head to the gym. And then you're just a completely different person, right? So you can kind of switch it on and switch it off depending on your environment.
Where you're comfortable.
Exactly.
I think my friend Kabir, he was telling me how introverted I was, because we went to the caf, like the Berkeley cafeteria, and it was him and his friend. And I didn't know him too well at the time, and for whatever reason they came to me and they were like, yo, what's up and on, and I just took my headphones and just
no way,
my headphones on, and he was like, what the fuck is up with this guy?
Like they sat in front of you and you just put your fucking...
I didn't even register this, because I kind of listen to stuff whenever I would eat. I would just listen to music while I would be eating, but it didn't even strike me that, yo, these people are here. Probably take those off.
Damn,
I think at some point I even told him, like, I'm not listening to music, but I left them on though. I'm listening to you.
So people don't talk to you.
So
do you think you're more extroverted now that you have like a plan in your mind? You've made this album, you're ready to talk about it. You know, you like have something to say, or you just in general just don't want to fuck with people?
I think in general for the longest time, and why I didn't put out music for so long is just I didn't like it, you know what I mean? I would make a lot of stuff. Like, I'd never stop making things for all these years. Like, I would keep making maybe like 1-2 albums worth of material, and I would hear it back and just, you know, maybe cringe at it. And I was like, just not able to like it.
I don't know if you guys know this, but he's putting out music after 3 years.
No, you mentioned this. Yeah,
so
it's just like the paralysis by analysis kind of thing. You know, like where you sit on it for so long that you pick at and you pick at it. Like I've seen Aditya do it as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's something you've gotten better at as well. Is like making something and immediately kind of transferring it onto like Spotify.
I was talking to you about the time stamping. Like it's like I made that at that point, and if you sit with it 6 months, you kind of like, oh, I don't even know where I was in my life at that point. I don't relate to this as much.
Straight up.
So I've made it a point to like have a release date in mind just so I can timestamp like, okay, that was me in July.
Yeah.
And now I'm a better artist.
Yeah.
And let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess my issue was more for like, I just didn't like it for any period of time. I don't like it if I'm 15 or 20 or 30.
Yeah.
Like that's so now finally with all these songs, I was like, I would like this any time from now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool, man.
I wouldn't be that person. Like 5 years from now, I wouldn't make music the same way, but at least I would listen and be like, man, I love this song and I love that one too. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's just to finally be able to feel that, you know, after a while.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess that's when you know you have like the one, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about a girl, bro.
One album. Nah, man. I mean, dude, each project of yours is like a child, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like you put so much effort into it. You put so much like detailed thought into it that
Then you sell it off for a lakh. It's exactly like a child.
It's literally like, I mean, you know, you can still see it on the weekends on Spotify or whatever. But yeah, but it's crazy, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dishaan, one thing we ask all our guests is, what is your most controversial opinion? Forgot to do that at the top of the show, but what is it now?
Is that I'm trying to think. You tell me if this is controversial because I particularly dislike people who are like, you know, music was better. You know,
Oh, back when I was a kid.
and back when and this, you know, is that controversial though?
I think Sid should take this as our resident old person.
I don't have that opinion. I mean, I think, yeah, I do like a lot of this. I do think
So do
that,
I. I love a lot of music from the 70s, the 80s, like growing all of
and there is a good amount of music now which I do not like personally.
That's okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go far and say that music was much better then, and people are not doing anything.
I just
right.
hear that a lot, but especially with like they'll say with like bands like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and like those, there's that type of person who will say this,
So, you know,
and I'm a fan of those bands.
Yeah.
Maybe many of those people are also posers. Like I would just say they want to say that.
all you guys out there.
Sometimes people just wanna like, you know, oh yeah, dude, I'm a true music fan. Like I used to listen to I used to listen to those guys, and now these guys are all
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like one of those people.
There's definitely like some pride in not liking like mainstream stuff and being like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm so old school, dude. Like rock and roll, baby.
Exactly that guy.
I'm not, yeah.
But having said that, I do think that, and Aditya and I have had arguments about this all the time, where I will consistently go back and play older music because nothing right now excites me, and I have no way of finding that unless maybe Aditya shows me like new music. Like your album in particular is something that we listen to often, and is something that I would listen to on a regular basis. But other than that, it's like, I don't know, I just don't feel like
It's like, you know how when we were in the car the other day, like our instinct was to, let's check out the 3 new albums that are out today.
Yeah.
yes,
That instinct doesn't happen for a lot of people because they're like, I want to listen to something I enjoy because I don't want to waste my time finding what is good. Other people can tell me that later.
Exactly.
You
And
go
dude,
through the album, you tell
yeah.
me the 3 songs Young Thug put out that are actually good, and then I'll figure it out.
There's a lot more impatience.
that
Yeah.
was a dig at me, but it's okay, it's fine. But yeah, no, that I think that comes from like you guys being artists. It's like it's kind of your job to, you know, stay up to date, see what your peers are doing, and kind of like do your research and homework kind of. And obviously you guys enjoy it. But I usually get, I get like the 3 best songs. Aditya adds them onto his playlist. I'm like, oh, this thanks, bro. This is great. And if it's a really good 3 songs, I'll go back, listen to the album, you know? But yeah, that is a controversial opinion. You affected a lot of posers out there today. You guys have a problem, hit them up.
I'm not gonna say they hate
I'm the one who used the word poser. Not him. But actually, I had a question regarding this. So you spoke about like older music. There's this general trend that, you know, at least many years ago, that when a person who makes music has some sort of a pain or some sort of motivation or, you know, something has happened in his or her life that they've started making music. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not a thing as much right now. And you both are musicians, you both are young, so maybe y'all can tell me, like, is that something that of the past? Or
Go ahead.
No, do you mean like when people have gone through like stuff in their life? And
yeah, like some trauma or some.
I think that's trauma is everywhere, man. It's still happening, you know?
Yeah,
It's
I
just
would say
like perspective, right? Like
Yeah.
what Dishaan and I go through is probably not what Jay-Z went through when he was in the projects,
man.
you know?
Yeah,
But
yeah, of course.
it's
Yeah.
still relative.
well, for example, I mean, dude, a love song is still a love song. Everyone gets broken
Yeah.
up with.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
The
so
experiences are the
to
same.
decide what is traumatic and what is not. I mean, girl breaks up with you, you feel strongly about it. You're an artist like these guys, they'll take it and kind of spin it into their work. You know what I mean?
And this, I think, the kinds of songs that you're talking about are the ones that mostly get critical acclaim because it feels brave of the artist to do. But if you look around, even at the time of all of these traumatic songs or whatever coming out, there were always fun songs as well.
Sure.
So there's always that market that exists. You don't want to listen to someone talk about how their friend got killed in the club, you know, like you just want to have fun.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy. Just on the aux, always like.
But I was saying, so do you feel like you need to be sad to or have that heartbreak to write new songs?
I hope
Music.
not.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not the life that, at least I'll speak for myself,
Yeah,
but personally, I don't want to live a sad life just to make music.
Sure,
I
fair
think
enough.
like you just get more cognizant and like you are more aware of feelings when you write every day. So I'll notice more things. Like I'll notice how someone's behavior affected me or anything. And then that could be a whole song that has nothing to do with a person, but he just made me notice that this happens in interpersonal relationships.
Yeah, it's like if I say hi to him differently, he's like, you were off that day on a Sunday.
Jay's always wanted to be like an interlude on an album.
Oh,
you know?
100%,
Like
bro.
he sends me voice notes. He's like, yo, I hope this is like an interlude.
At the end of it, he
Like, I'll send him a voice and I'll be like, hey, man, you know, you've been through a lot. He's just like, he's just performing one day in the studio. I know he's going to the studio. I'm like, hey, man, just thinking about you, bro. And, I hope your studio session goes well. I've always believed in you. And then at the end, I'll be like, yo, if you can find a place to put that on a song, just layer it in at some
gonna
point.
happen,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be cool, man. Because we love all those Drake interludes, man. I
Yeah.
love it when an album is like a story. You know what I mean? I feel like the art of like intro, interlude, outro is just gone. Does your album have a story? Does it have like a flow?
Yeah, there's definitely a flow, man. It's not like a story, like someone.
Sure,
meets
sure.
someone.
No, not
none
even
of
like that. It just has like a
just
nice
has a
flow.
flow.
I've heard it and it does.
Yeah.
Which is what appeals to me about most albums, which is what a lot of modern albums don't have.
Yeah.
You know, like the attention span has gone down. I think of everyone because of Reels and TikTok or whatever. Do you feel like making music that's like 1.5 minutes just for the like the streams and the whatever, or do you kind of stay true to yourself and just do the whole 2.5, 3 minutes?
Dude, we've been struggling with this because
Yeah.
on our new album, everything is super up tempo.
Yeah,
So just by virtue of that, our songs tend to be 2 minutes.
sure.
Yeah.
And it feels like the right way to end, but we are like, oh, it should be longer. Like
No,
we're
but
like,
you know what? That's, I mean, look, it's a collab album with you guys. You're kind of jamming, having fun. I feel like that is the length right now that people are looking for. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So if it's 2 minutes, it's 2 minutes because everyone like skips past 2 minutes now, I feel, unless the song bangs, you know?
Hmm.
We listen to all yours full length, by the way.
Well, speaking of this album planning, I was actually wondering, how do you decide what singles go out? What song do you put out first? The audience, like, how do you know?
What do you think? I think it's pretty obvious for the most part when you hear a song and it's almost never the song that you like the most for some reason. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, Dishaan's lead single on the album that just came out was not the song he liked the most. Or he did, I think he wasn't even going to put the song out. And I heard
Wow.
it,
Great song.
Yeah.
and
That's a good
and it's also like you play it for people because at the end of the day, you're not the judge of your music, right? You're playing it for other people,
Yeah.
and you'll just get a response automatically of like, yeah, dude, that song is, I love that song.
I
My
don't-
favorite song on the album and his favorite song on the album is the one that people just did not respond to.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
It's the
Well, you
title
don't know.
track.
You have to listen
title
to find
track,
out, guys.
title track.
Okay, okay.
Bad timing.
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah.
But
I
man,
love
it's-
bad timing.
It's so hard. We talk on the show a lot about like how hit or miss content is sometimes, and you have to stay true to yourself and have
Yeah.
fun and love the process and put out whatever you feel like putting out, and then it's kind of up to everyone, you know.
Yeah, if
so it's wild
It's
out
the
there.
right time and place and it just works out.
Yeah, usually.
well, coming back to the single thing, because I actually have a thought about this. Because whenever I hear single, and then, it's like there for like a couple of weeks and you like listen to that over and over again, and then you get bored of it and the whole album comes out. And I feel like as an audience, I feel like the single is my worst song on the album.
Because
Even
you're
though I
tired
loved
of
it.
it. Because you're tired of it.
You think so?
No, I'm asking
Or like,
you.
I think.
Yeah,
'Cause,
definitely.
Like,
When a
Taylor
song,
releases Shake It Off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the most like popular song.
Yeah.
But when you hear it with the album, that's the weakest song. As a listener of the album.
Because I think that when an artist puts out a single, they're probably not putting their most vulnerable self out, right? Like you probably related Taylor for her vulnerability in her album.
Yeah.
As a single, I'm trying to just reach as many people
most
so they know
people.
that this album is coming out.
yeah, it has to be super commercial then.
Yeah.
That's the
And it's
song you
usually
pick.
a happier tone. You're not gonna really put out a sad single unless you're Adele and you can do
Yeah.
that.
I was literally thinking of Adele.
Right?
I think you can do that. If that's your vibe, you can do that.
Yeah.
If that's the vibe of the project, then you should do that.
Can you recall someone who did it recently?
Who did a sad,
Who did a sad single?
Yeah, I can.
Who?
Taylor. All too well, 10 minutes.
Jesus.
Oh my
10-minute
God,
single,
yeah.
bro.
10
10 minutes.
single.
Played on the radio.
Sick.
So,
That's cool. If you can do that, you should do that, you know?
well, I hope one day.
But yeah, man, Bad Timing, for me, like the reason I gravitated a lot to it is because it was very visual to me. I could imagine it in like a lot of movie scenes and like TV show scenes. I love the structure of some of the songs. I guess this is a good time to let you guys know that I recently have formed a company that kind of deals with helping musicians and helping new podcasters with, producing their stuff. And Dishaan was in a position where he was talking to a bunch of labels and they wanted to stagger his release over like the course of 10 months or like a year. And he was pretty adamant on the fact that it should come out as a project like that he had, conceptualized. So I think it was just good timing for me
Yeah.
that I was just like, yo, let's put it out next month. Because I also didn't want it to interfere with our project later.
Yeah, it would not make sense, especially since the sounds are so different. Like what we're working on is like sonically, it's so different from my project or even your projects in the past. So it should have its own space to have that happen.
Do you guys know the kind of direction we're going with that new project?
I've heard a couple
You've heard beats.
Yeah, I've heard a couple beats.
I was thinking like it's very tour dependent. How we present it on at shows, stuff like that is going to be like a big part of how it is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun, That's why I made that. That's why we're working on that. That's why it's like it sounds different. It's not trying to sound like either you or I do. It's just supposed to have fun.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And I think that's the best part about performing. You get to have fun on stage with your work. You know what I mean? So
and this one's kind of geared towards doing that.
But man, these performances really dictate. Like, dude, sometimes you'll get new people coming to your performances. And I've seen this happen with Aditya especially. Is like at what is that? All You Can Street. I think we went like a year ago. And it was just like a convention center. So it was right. It was like random people just there. And when he performed, he attracted like this crowd who some of them knew him, some of them didn't know him at all. And then they stayed all the way up until the end. And I'm sure he gained like a few loyal fans that day. Like it really does impact the viewer when the artist is having fun on stage and you can see that,
Having said that, has an intern. His name is Mihir. He came up to me after All You Can Street and he was like, yo, I fucking love him. We have a picture from him coming up out there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
Nice.
No, shout out Mihir, man. We see you, bro.
The way Adi said about this, me, have you had any such fan experiences or it's like someone's come up to you and go like, yo, I really love your music? Or
Oh man, I haven't performed live in a while, in like years, because I haven't put anything out.
When was the last time you performed live?
Maybe like 3 years ago.
Damn.
Wait, and where? In Boston or in Pune?
Oh yeah, actually I did that there. And then I don't think I've done anything here.
Yeah, I've never seen a video of you performing live.
What's your performance style? Like, is it
I guess we'll
you
find
and
out,
okay,
I don't know.
yeah, fair enough, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Like if he's like super laid back, and me on stage, bro, super energetic.
Dancing around him, and he's just in the middle,
I mean, it's a lot of like that's
a
your
vibe.
side. Yeah, that's the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
no, so you moved here from Pune.
Yeah.
Like how many years ago?
I moved here, I think a year and a half ago.
Okay, and it's because the scene, like the music.
No, I actually moved because I had a job. I was composing for like Netflix shows and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then my roommate was like, "Hey man, you should just do your own thing for a
Huh.
bit. And then if you want to do this like composing and stuff, you can always do that later. But like you can't really, it'll be unlikely that you'll be making your own shit at like 35 and then really touring with it and all. You can do it. I'm sure you can do it. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say you can't, but it just gets hard. The older you get it, the harder it gets to do. So it's like just give yourself a few years. And I'm lucky enough to be able to do that for myself.
That's a good friend right
Yeah,
there, man.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's helped me out the
it's
most.
Vedu, bro. It's
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He kind of convinced you to
Yeah.
leave your job and sort of focus entirely on
Worst
this.
life decisions. Yeah.
Dude, even when I was gonna stay in New York for the job, it was Vedu who fucking told me,
convinced you,
don't do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He told me to come back.
But how important is that though? Like to have people around you who believe in you, who are like, dude, Dishaan, you sound amazing.
Exactly.
Fuck this
yeah.
shit. Work on yourself. You will be successful. How important is that to have around you, especially as a musician?
Yeah, you've been a good friend, bro. You don't have to fucking fish for
no.
compliments.
I feel like the way
The best people surrounding you.
you know, Adi, the way the episode started with you going like, me and Dishaan have been working together. We spent a lot of time now. There's a bit of inferiority here. It's fine. Insecurity, sorry.
No, not at all. I'm honestly like, whenever you meet like people in the same profession that you're in, it's such a new fun relationship. You guys can bounce ideas off each other. You guys can kind of collab, and it's almost like having a colleague in a field where you don't really have co-workers.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, it's not like you clock into work, you see your co-workers, you do whatever. So when you make friends in the same field, even in my field, it's like you almost get kind of colleagues. You know what I mean?
course.
So that's honestly a really cool part.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time we've both have collaborated with another person this intensely.
Yeah.
But back to your point, dude, having friends who'll be honest with your music, so important.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
so
rough,
important. Yeah.
No, but it's good. Like at least someone will tell you, like, hey,
Have
this
you has someone ever been like sat you down and been like, dude, do not put this song out. It's
don't put
trash.
this song out. Actually, no one's. I think
No
I
one's
did
told
I
you.
think I just did myself that.
That's true.
I'm just a friend. Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah, more often than not, we probably make that decision. But if
Sure.
someone tells you that, then I don't know, bro. I've never felt that.
I've told
either.
you that one time with
Which-
with someone. He didn't listen to it, and it turned out great. So you know, what do we know?
Which song, bro? I'm excited to know now.
It was back in town, you know, with the whew.
Oh yeah.
With the- there's
there was
like
like a
this-
sample that had like a video game effect
Yeah,
in it.
and
He didn't like
we,
that.
He didn't like
we
it.
were driving down the C-Link, and he played us that song, and I was like, dude, what is this sound? It sounds like an arcade game. On the way back, I'm singing with it, you know. I'm like, whew. It was great. But
Yeah, I think
sometimes
it
you gotta
takes
trust
some
your gut,
time
you know?
also for people to get used to the new music you're putting out.
And also because you guys are in the same field, his advice or Aditya's advice to you will have some more weight.
Yeah,
You know,
of
than
course.
me just being like, I don't like that, take it off.
I think I probably hold more weight for people who are not like music folks.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't have any biases of like what they know how to play or what they or you know what I mean. They just they either like it or they don't like it.
Sure.
And that's
Sure.
usually more bad because they just feel it and they're like something about they might
Yeah.
not be able to pinpoint like
Yeah.
what's up with the thing, but they'll just be like either it hits them or they just love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been stressing about some small detail and they don't even they're like who cares
Yeah,
about
man.
that?
Yeah.
They like the
I
song.
get like you don't need to be like a really good musician to appreciate music. I think that's the best part about what you guys do is it's so universal and it touches so many people that you kind of, you know, the audience relates to you in a way.
Yeah.
So that's great, man. How do you feel about like promoting yourself on Instagram and all that stuff? Do you feel like it's necessary or do you feel like the music kind of speaks for itself?
you gotta do
mostly?
it. I mean, I'm not
For sure. No,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
right? But how do you feel about doing that? Are you down with it? Like, do you fuck with it too much or not really?
Yeah, I mean, I do it, but I'm just like I said, you know, I'm just not too comfortable doing that
Yeah.
stuff just because of how I am.
Sure.
So that's why just my roommate and stuff pushing me to just put stuff out, you know,
Yeah,
because because you just get stuck in your head if you don't put it. Like if you guys never put a podcast out
Yeah.
and you just kept thinking this is the best podcast ever,
Yeah.
and you just kept thinking that for 6 months, and then as soon as you put it out, you're like, "Yeah, actually, it's not that great.
Yeah.
You know, then you can move on, you know, and you can move on. Or maybe you think that it sucks, but then you put it out and it's
Yeah.
amazing. So
Yeah.
just that putting stuff out is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, just being able to do that. I feel like it's hard with it's hard to tell what people actually like with just like paintings and stuff. it's easier with music because people don't like the sound of something. They'll tell you, man, turn that off.
Yeah.
You could be at a gallery and you could look at something, and if everyone else is looking, you just be like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No-
Yeah, that's true. Like, what am I missing here? Like, everyone seems to
It
love
doesn't-
it.
yeah,
Like,
you
what
could,
is
you
that?
could fake it, right?
Yeah.
But with music, I like that, people, for the most part, listen to things they actually enjoy
You
listening
have
to.
strong feelings about music.
Because you can't. It's such a like visceral reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it becomes who you are, right? Like the music you listen to. Like, I feel like if you listen to sad, depressing music all day, chances are you're a sad, depressed dude. You know what I mean? Like, no, in the sense that, like, no, not you, Ariana, but
It's a big part of people's
the
identity.
music you listen to becomes your mood, right? The shit you consume, the shows and the movies and music you listen to becomes your mood. If you're listening to sad, depressing shit all day and you're watching depressing ass movies, it's not gonna, it's
Yeah.
not gonna give you a super positive
But there's a time
outlook.
and place for it, though.
Obviously,
Of course,
time and
bro.
place.
But yeah. But I know it colors your mood.
Yeah, it dictates your mood sometimes, you know?
Sad love songs are the best selling songs of like all time.
Oh, 100%. Because
also-
everyone can relate to that. You don't have to
Yeah.
be heartbroken to recall that.
Also, sadness is a much deeper emotion to relate to than like, yeah, oh, you're happy. Okay.
Yeah, good for
It
you.
is. It hurts more, right? You
Yeah.
don't forget that.
Are you guys the type of people who, when you're sad, you listen to sad songs to make you sadder? Because I'm
Yeah.
that person.
You have to, like, it's so,
Yeah.
it would be strange if I'm listening, I'm really sad, and then just like,
No, because
Hannah Montana blasting, because like, it would make
That girl's
I
got
don't know.
some
Yeah.
ballads as well, man. But it does help to, when you're in like a down kind of shit mood, to kind of hype yourself up a little bit.
Sometimes
Like
it helps,
I
yeah.
feel like it works a lot. Like,
What is
I
your
feel
hype
like,
song?
Like sometimes it would probably be like Many Men. You know what I'm talking about?
50
50 Cent.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it really does dictate your mood sometimes. You can kind of fake, sometimes people say like if you're in a bad mood, just smile. Your body doesn't know the difference.
Yeah.
Or just like fake it anyway. Sometimes if you're in a really bad mood, just fake it. And then you'll kind of trick yourself into being happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's
experience
working.
that?
What are your hype songs though? I'm curious now.
My hype songs, probably Money Trees.
Oh, that's
Oh.
a nice one, man.
Money Trees is a good one. Yeah,
Good one.
I'm trying to
Dude, we should ask you the island album question.
Oh, yeah. I
So,
was super
You're
curious.
deserted on an island. You get to pick 3 albums with you.
Just one.
Just one?
Just
Oh,
one.
what the?
I'm sorry, dude.
That's fucked up.
Just one.
I don't even stuck in one mood. you
One,
know?
exactly. That's the thing. So you got to
That's
pick an
the
album
issue.
with range,
With
my man.
range.
You have to have that range.
So for context, mine was the college dropout. Yours
Yeah.
was
Mine was American Idiot, Green Day.
yeah, Green Day.
Is that we on an island?
On an island, dude. You can fucking rock out, dude. Then there's like Wake Me Up When September Ends. If you're in a
Oh,
little bit of a
yeah.
sad mood, it's raining on the island, and then it just picks you back up.
What are you picking?
One is tough. Pick maybe Graduation.
Graduation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Revolver. That's the Beatles
Revolver.
album. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was,
Either one.
yeah, I thought that was T-Pain for some reason. I don't know.
That would be a weird pick,
T-Pain
bro.
have like a album called Revolver or something?
You have any guilty pleasure listens? What do you?
Okay, so actually, yes, I do. Because recently, and I have trashed on this woman on the pod multiple times, and because of the sheer amount of time that I spend with,
Yo, just be careful what
Ariana.
you're saying, okay? You can't take things back.
Just a sheer amount of times I spent with Aman and Ariana, I've picked up a couple Taylor Swift songs.
Oh, you don't like? You don't like Taylor Swift?
Usually, it wouldn't fit my mood, and I just wouldn't see myself playing it or whatever. But recently, I watched this show called The Bear. I don't know if you've seen it.
People have been recommending that to me.
So there's this. I don't want to spoil it for people, but there's this scene in season 2 where they're like they have a really successful day. They're driving down the highway, love stories playing, and I was just like, wow, I'm just like, and then I felt it, then I felt it.
Then you knew.
Then I was just like, okay, fuck yes,
This
dude.
is
Like
what she was
this is
talking
a
about.
song I can get hyped to. You know what I mean? So don't be closed off, guys. Listen to all kinds of music and.
you guys don't understand the
And then,
joy.
and then I
I'm
got
feeling.
berated on our group chat because I put Taylor Swift Love Story. And if you're like a Swiftie, you can't put that out. You have to listen to Taylor's version because she doesn't get the money from it or whatever. But
Oh,
Yeah.
You know this? You know the Taylor's version stuff?
I don't know what.
so
is
why don't she basically had to re-record all her albums because
She didn't have to.
She
Basically,
didn't own the masters.
she gave up her masters, but she kept her publishing. So after she left this label, she just re-recorded everything. Very smart
What a
thing to do.
concept, right? And
Very
she's
smart.
literally putting out it as an album. and she has people like Ariana just waiting for an album they've had for like 10 years.
So wait, both the songs are out there, like the record, which is owned by the label and owned by her.
So in any copyright, whenever you make a piece of music, there's like two things. There's the master, which is the sound recording, and then there's the publishing, which is how you can write that song. Like on a piece of paper, you can write all the notes, you can write all the lyrics. That's one component of it.
What makes it that song? The notes, the melodies,
If you
the words.
change that, then
So
it's a
most
completely different
labels buy out both things
Ah.
so that they don't have to deal with this. Taylor was smart enough to be like, hey, I want my publishing just in case. They're like, okay, cool, we'll pay you less, but you can keep your publishing. And then she just re-recorded all her music.
And it's not, they both are exactly the same.
Not exactly, but I'm sure similar enough.
They're exactly.
And if it says Taylor's version and you're a diehard fan, you're not listening to the Scooter
I don't want
Brown.
to give him money, man. But yeah, that's how I kind of relate to music. I'm sure you noticed by now. It's like very mood dependent, right?
Yeah,
so like
depends on what.
if something like strikes me in the moment, I'll just be like, damn, yeah, this is a song I can listen to now. You know what I mean? Add it to the fucking library.
I was just thinking. I think there's probably no guilty pleasure listening for girls. You know, for boys and men, there's lots of songs that if you listen to that, it's like. You know?
Yeah.
Is there any song
Yeah.
that is not okay for
When I
for
listen to
women
Kanye West.
that's your
That's
guilty
a
pleasure.
What?
pleasure for you.
I'll tell you why I'm guilty about it.
Not damn.
No, I'll tell you.
Can I say that?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll tell you why.
Wait, what did you say?
He's a Nazi.
Oh,
Taylor and Kanye have a big feud.
Oh,
guilty when I
okay.
listen
Well,
to
that's
Kanye.
fair. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Also, Michael Jackson.
yeah.
Oh, he's fine. Don't worry about it.
You
Michael
know-
Jackson's okay, man. He made Thriller.
It's
He's
not
fine.
okay.
He's okay. Yeah. He's dead anyway. Take it up with God, man.
Yeah, maybe not PYT, but anything else. Anything else is allowed.
Oh my God. That song is a whole new meaning now, right?
Yeah.
We were actually, are you a Michael Jackson fan?
Yeah, man.
We were having an
How could we
argument
not be?
just the other day where we were deciding like if we had a bracket style tournament, what Michael Jackson song would end up on top. I said Black and White.
I
think
said
Aditya
I
said
said Human Nature.
No, you said Man in the Mirror.
No, that was Raul. I said Human Nature.
he did.
Human Nature, that's the guy. It has to be Billie Jean, man.
Billie G, dude,
Oh.
banger. You really
that's
can't
really-
like
there's
when
no other
people
song.
give me answers
Yeah.
like, yeah, maybe could win that. Yeah, could win that.
yeah.
Honestly, man,
That would be a good bracket to do.
it would
Yeah.
be.
You know, we did a Kanye bracket where we got like 64 songs and we got it down to one. Okay, let's put
got
the
a lot of hate
final.
for this
Can't
one.
Let's
Definitely
put the
nothing.
final for you. Okay,
No, it's
it
done.
was
the
don't tell him the
video's
result.
on
I
our
want to know
channel.
what he's thinking. It was New Slaves versus All Falls Down. What are you picking?
Oh, all falls down.
Sure.
As most musicians would,
Yeah.
but
Well, you
the
know,
layman here.
I mean,
He might
so
have had just like that was the that was
here's
the top two.
here's
Those are
the
the top two.
No.
here's the thing that and we do get a lot of shit for this actually. When I meet people, it's like you messed up the Kanye bracket, where it's like, dude, New Slaves gets me hyped 10 out of 10 times, bro. I think
Yeah.
when I first started working out, Jesus was the album.
But getting hyped
that
is
was
not the most
released.
important thing in the world, you know. Like,
But
you
bro,
don't have to be
guys,
hyped all the time.
people listen to music differently, right? So to discount that would be to discount an entire person's reason to like music.
sure.
You know,
You're
and
wrong.
a
You're wrong, though.
music-
Yeah,
a
you're
musician,
wrong.
right? You know that. So it's just like, you know, and like you said, I'm not thinking about it like sonically or like what
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
the best or
whatever
whatever.
feels,
It
yeah.
just whatever feels right, you got to go with it. You know.
Well, talking about the king of samples and the king of sampling, we have a little fun game planned where we are gonna.
Wait, hold up. Oh, you said graduation. My bad.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Sid's gonna play us a sample, and the first person to answer which song that sample was used in gets a point. And we're just gonna go until one of us wins. How many samples do we have?
10.
10.
Damn, all right.
A little disclaimer for Dishaan, because this is his first HST game. Aditya's gonna win
No, no.
because Sid has sent him a list of all the
Oh,
answers.
Yeah.
Aman curated
And
this.
if something is a little off, he'll give. Trust me, if you guys are tied by the end, it's gonna be final round 1,000 points to Aditya. The sample's gonna be Rain Gold. So just watch out, watch out for that, guys.
Don't be like that, dude. Don't be like that. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to play a sample of a song, and we'll give you all like a buzzer or some action you'll have to make, and whoever makes it first, I will say the person's name, and then you answer.
Okay,
So
fine.
don't answer out of
What is the
turn.
buzzer though? What should we do?
I don't know. You want to like put your hand up, or you want to hit
you
something?
want to do ad libs like always?
Yeah, you can
I'll-
bleed.
I'll take a skr. What do you want?
And we have to.
Yeah,
pick
you have to
that,
buzz in as
Okay,
with an ad lib.
I'm going cookie.
Yeah, cookie.
Cookie. I'm trying to think, what do I do? Give me one, man. I'll do whatever.
Yeah, Baba.
Baba.
Okay.
Okay,
Baba's good.
cool. So the first one, let's go.
Baba.
Oh
Yep,
man.
my name is.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow, dude, that's fucking crazy,
You're
bro.
so good at this.
Yeah.
You like a fucking musician or something? dude?
Yeah, but that's correct.
Yeah.
So awesome. You get 1 point.
No.
No, that was great.
You got that point.
That was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Next song.
Baba.
What the hell?
Oh, it is.
Power, Kanye West.
Oh yeah. Shit, man.
Yo, someone disqualify this
I
dude,
thought
bro.
this game was gonna be so hard. I was like, this game is not gonna work.
Okay, dude. Awesome, man. Okay, next.
Oh man. Oh.
It's that.
Oh, no,
Devil in the Kanye West song off the My Beautiful Dark Twisted
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Wait.
Devil in a.
Yeah, Devil in a New Dress.
Yeah,
Devil in a New Dress.
Yeah.
I guess that's a point for all of us.
Yeah, a new dress.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Man.
So what? Are we sharing points on?
No, no.
I think we all get like half a point for that round. Right? 'Cause we were all like, oh yeah, no, I knew that.
3-0-0, guys.
Okay,
Come on.
Okay.
Okay, this is just a Kanye sample off then.
Next song.
Baba.
Oh fuck! I'm using your.
Don't kill my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You learned Baba now.
I mean, I'm going Baba, bro.
I love this game.
Oh, I forgot.
Skrr.
Why?
Next song.
Baba. It's a Drake song.
Oh,
Oh,
Baba.
pound cake.
It took me a while. Yeah. As soon as you said it, it hit me. Fuck.
Yeah, no,
Forgot
that
that one,
hit me as well at that point. Same thing.
So it's 3-1.
410.
4-1-0.
Who knows?
Oh, I know. Am I cheating, Jay? Have I given
that
Adi
one,
extra
yeah.
points? All right, guys.
Great
Next
song.
song.
Baba.
Are you joking?
That's
Yeah.
Pusha D Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Yeah.
Okay. Dude, it's not even been a second. Give me 1 second to play the song. All right, man. So
That's one of your favorite songs, I
5-1-0.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite rap
Clearly,
songs.
you've already won the game, but okay, let's go.
mathematically.
Wait, there's 4 left, right?
There are 4 left. Yeah.
You can do
I
double.
can.
Let's
Yeah, Aditya's always in the game.
Adi gets it's worth 4 points. Otherwise, it's not. All right, next song.
Baba.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way that you got
Drake
that.
Energy.
No.
Oh, is that
Wrong. That's wrong. That's
Wait.
wrong. That's wrong.
Play. Continue.
Yeah, okay.
It's not that.
Oh, I got it on me and your man. No, is
No.
not that? It's a Drake
Guys,
song.
it was so easy when I got it. Okay, I'll play it again.
Wait. Play it again.
Yeah, I'll play it again. Hold on.
Okay, I got the song.
Wait. Yeah.
Tip of my tongue. You know, I
Okay.
Bro, that piano part is the main.
yeah, that's the difference maker. I
Am I
feel.
wrong with this?
I'm trying to cheat so hard right
You
now.
also don't know.
Start from the bottom.
Oh,
fuck.
what it was.
I'm thinking energy. Oh man, wrong piano song. Yeah.
That
Oh, it's
piano
split,
part.
it's
Yeah.
split,
Yeah.
So
I was
Aditya
like,
7,
fuck.
Dishaan 5. Like,
No. 5-2. Let's
Huh?
keep going.
All right, next song.
Baba. I shouldn't have said that.
No, go for it.
Antidote.
Yeah, that's
Travis
right.
Scott.
Yeah.
How do you
Good.
get
That
it
was
so
good,
fast?
man. Fuck.
Yeah. So Aman told us that like he thought that some of these things were really difficult and like none of y'all would get it, but clearly he was wrong.
I mean, Jay is on track to do that.
well, I mean, you know, it is.
Being a nice host and letting the guests.
I was.
So that's 6-2-0. Okay, 0.
Thanks. for
Next
that.
song.
Baba.
Hey, man.
Dude, that's
All
too
right,
easy.
yeah,
bro.
that's
That's
all right.
too
Too
easy.
easy, yeah.
I knew that one. I actually didn't know that one.
Yeah.
All right, next song.
Oh.
I don't think I know this.
Yeah. Play it again.
Again?
Eminem Monsters.
Audience mouthing
that a
him the
guess?
answers,
Yes.
bro.
Is it?
One sec. The answer is
Blessings on blessings on blessings.
Oh,
Look at my
blessings.
with the answer.
I
my bad.
haven't heard this song in like a while. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten this. There's no way I would have gotten that one.
All right. So it's that goes no.
This one, no.
Was that the last one? So anticlimactic?
There's one amazing one.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, this one. I know
Yeah.
this. Okay. Cool. Let's go.
Okay, so last one, 5
Last
points.
one.
You don't want to do it? Okay.
Then make it 10 points. Then Jake can win then.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Why do we maintain points? if we don't do this?
Redemption day. Let's go, baby.
Jay,
Come on.
you're not getting this, but okay.
Oh. Oh my god.
Timberland song?
Baba. It is a Anderson Park song.
Bubbling.
Bubbling. Yeah, with Busta Rhymes.
It's not
That's
that.
wrong.
It's not that. That's a different one.
Can I say that I also knew this without even like I know the song?
It just wants to
That's
show
a hint.
Bro, it's the same sample as Bubbling.
Oh, it's the same sample.
Let me play it again.
But it's another song.
No.
No.
Wait, now
Play it again.
You can't get that on a
Yeah, I was
technicality.
thinking-
Put your phone down, dude.
okay.
Dude, come on. If I got
Yeah.
that.
Is he Shazamming? Check if he's Shazamming.
Should I give you all a hint?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a Lata Mangeshkar song.
yeah,
Yeah.
that fine.
That's the original song.
the
Yeah.
original song.
So now,
Okay, wait. I think there's like one part she got.
Oh, it's Britney Spears. Toxic.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Okay. We had to wait. I thought the sample was done. I was like, oh, there's no way I know that.
Wait, I want to hear Bubbling, bro.
That's it.
Let's check
Yeah. Bubbling's a different sample.
Ah, okay.
That's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like same vein. Yeah.
I just saw like an insider video how these guys took it from the Lata Mangeshkar song, how Britney
Yeah.
Spears in it.
Yeah.
That was toxic.
Yeah,
by
toxic.
Britney
Yeah.
Spears.
Yeah,
That's
well-
I mean, who can miss that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the game,
Okay,
guys.
so,
Dishaan
guys,
wins.
Dishaan-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really wins.
And finally, we've never ever done this, but I love talk shows that end with a music act. So, Dishaan, you have something to play us off with?
Yeah.
Oh, but no, before that, Dishaan for the wall.
Oh, yeah.
For the
A
wall.
shelf
What do you get
item.
for the
Oh,
wall?
yeah. Actually,
We can get your bag for you. Don't worry about it.
Alright, so this is actually, since I haven't performed in so long,
Okay.
the last time I performed, I used these, and I've kept them with me.
Oh, you got us
forever.
in yours?
Wow.
Oh, what the
Wow,
hell?
that's a crazy.
You don't
shelf
need
item,
these?
man.
I get new ones, man.
Oh, shit. You're balling, huh? Oh, sick.
But
dude.
yeah, man,
Thank
the last
you.
Oh,
time I
that
performed, I used those,
that
yeah.
is gonna be fucking worth
You know, I thought I
something,
should get
man.
something nice.
Dude, I always forget like headphones, earphones when I come here. So, thanks,
There
dude.
you go, man. And because I haven't gone live, this is unused.
Let's
you know?
go. Thank you, man. Appreciate
That's
it.
great. Thank you, bro.
What else? I want to see what else people have gotten, man.
Yeah.
What's the list? Everything here?
You want to see the lamest item your roommate got us?
Oh, what did he get?
I love this item.
condom? Oh, damn.
Figs. He got us the
Got us
figs.
Oh.
Vicks.
Well, that's because of his nasal polyps. So
Yeah.
you know.
Oh,
But you just got us in yours, bro. And you got us.
exactly. You know, I was thinking about. I don't want to give you like a pic or something.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's kind of douchey
that'd be
also.
douchey.
Like, we don't fucking want your pic,
Just
bro.
flick a pic. You know? Yeah, I was like, yeah. So
Oh.
I was like, let me get.
But do you have a pic? Because I know you're about to bust out the guitar.
Yeah. I don't think I need one for that
Okay.
anyway.
Sure. Let's get into
have to-
Dishaan's musical performance. But before we wrap up, his EP Bad Timing is out in a couple of days. It is one of my favorite projects I've heard this year, including every single album from everywhere.
Yeah.
Our single Cheaper by the Dozen is out, where Dishaan helps me on the chorus.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and we'll see you next week for the Having Said That show.
You reel me in, then call it off so quickly. What did you say? I don't recall. So tell me all about it. Can we meet on Friday? You found another one. It's just bad timing. Took me to your home, told me more about it. Thought I'd let you in, but it's just bad timing.